And greetings everybody, welcome back to Rebuilding the Commonwealth with myself. Here we are at the GNN building, also known as the Gunners Plaza, also known now as the Minuteman Plaza. It's all been cleared out and is ours. As you can see, we have construction work now in place. Too bad there's no settlers for it, but worst comes to worst, we'll have to deal with that as we go along. Now, just to let you guys know, there will be another series running alongside this one. It's a Project Zomboid series. What I'll be doing is releasing an episode alongside every Rebuilding the Commonwealth episode I release. So this will still be the main game. You just might occasionally see another series pop up alongside it. So don't you worry. I've just had a lot of fun playing that game and feel like it'd be good to make an edited series on it, so you might see that come up, but that's by the by. So yeah, make sure you like, comment and subscribe to this one. I'll be very appreciative. Now, as you guys know, I had a lot of trouble with mods in my last quick update video. Since then, quite a few of you have dropped some very useful suggestions, which thank you very much. In particular, I believe your name is Vini Arrivederci, I believe. I may have got that the wrong way around, I do apologise. But yeah, your comment that was like 5 paragraphs kind of blew me away with all the suggestions, so thank you very much for that, to you in particular. I figured out there's no rhyme or reason as to why fast travel breaks. It doesn't seem to be caused by the Conquest mod, but I've turned it off anyway because reasons. So it still kind of breaks. It just means that I'm going to have to be a little bit more careful with where and when I save so as not to lose progress. Might mean that I have to redo some progress off camera if it happens to crash after recording, but we'll get there as and when. But for now, the series is still going. Don't you worry about that. And we're here at the Gunners Plaza. Now the Minuteman Plaza. So we have some basic materials in here. Water in this boiler room here. We've got some defence with a couple of turrets out front. But we're going to carry on with the renovations. So off camera, I don't know if you noticed, but not only is this column and all that repaired, I should say, all this edging has been redone, and all of this has been redone. So the whole ceiling out here is lovely and pristine now, which is exactly what we wanted. All the walls out here are done. All the ones that had cracks and damages in them have been resurfaced, so they now look pristine. All we have left to do out here is the barricades and the dividers. So we need to renovate the offices down here and get all this stuff up and running. Hopefully we will get a settler or two. I don't suppose if you guys remember, I think it was the episodes in the 30s, we made a custom settlement in the Super Duper Mart. Yeah, that's fucked now. The Super Duper Mart doesn't work anymore. When I go in it, it crashes. That's the end of it. So that's always a lot of fun. So I will never be able to go in the Super Duper Mart again unless I reload a super early save, which I'm not going to do. But we're in here to renovate, so that is what we're going to do. Even if I can't get settlers in here, I want to renovate this place anyway. We'll make some stock clips, and if we have to abandon this place, we will. So thank you for the suggestions. So I'm thinking of setting up the office up here for the Minuteman Military Police and their general. I say their general, their captain, the major, the officer, you know, the top brass. Now we have all our supplies in here, as you can see. These are not actually going to be here full time. This is just for aesthetic, to make it look like we're doing some work in here. So we need to re-roof this and resurface the place, which is exactly what we're going to do. Now, I haven't looked at this properly in a little while because I've tried to fix the save, of course, which I have not been able to do, but that is by the by. Doesn't matter. Now, the interior kit is what we're going to be sticking with. And it's the wood P with the clean wood. And with that, we have the ceilings. So this is what we're going to be using. This nice, fresh, lovely and fresh plaster. So what I've been doing is putting it down and then making sure it's not the item that I've just put down, which would be marked as, I believe, EP or something like that, or PP, player placed, and then just using the disable command to remove the ceiling. Now that was obviously out of place, so we just correct the placement like that. And then we do the same for every other tile in the room. We just have to make sure the numbers are relatively sequential. Also notice the subscriber count is still creeping up, so if you guys are a recent subscriber, thank you very much, and if you are a long-time subscriber, thank you ever so much. The support you guys are giving this series is incredible, and it really does give me motivation to keep doing this crap. I say this crap, I love it, but, you know, I think if I didn't have the level of support that I have at the moment, like me doing this mods, I wouldn't have quit trying to fix them because I love this playthrough, but I probably would have been like, you know what, I can do this tomorrow, you know? And then just done that for like a month and probably ended up not touching the game for a sizable period of time. But yeah, thanks to you guys, it's great motivation to continue doing what I'm doing, so thank you very much. Whether you are recent or long-time subscriber, I appreciate every one of you. I need to make sure I plug up those little gaps there as well. So we get this nice fresh ceiling. We can change out the light fitting, because I believe that light fitting is actually under the vanilla setups. Oh, it's taking a while to load those. Yeah, right here. That looks a little bit off-center. Lovely. This will have some more lighting in here because it's dark. It's a pretty dingy arse office in here. Ooh, okay. So yeah, all this looks really, really fucked up and messed up, and you know it needs redoing. So I believe under this wood P, which is the pristine wood kit, yeah, we have this, which is the pristine wallpaper, the red one. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, so the brick wall is not selectable. That's a good sign. So can I disable this? Oh, okay. The brick wall is selectable. But the question is, does this snap? Yes, it does. Okay. So we can destroy that. And snap this in the correct place, like so. Next, this can go. Beautiful. This, I believe, can also go. Oh. Interesting. I could make another little hollow under the stairs. You know what? I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to create another room under these stairs here. I'm glad I spotted that. Ooh. No, because that is going to cause some serious graphical tearing. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to do that. Let me just take this right to the edge there. Excellent. Now these aren't full pieces, I can tell you that for nothing. That however is, that's fine. This is not, but it should fit all the same. Yeah, like that. Right, so these pieces should be under the big walls, and they should fit snugly, just like the outside walls did. So I should have a wall with an alcove in it. That is a big alcove. I want the small alcove. I must have gone right past it. Yeah, of course I missed it. Oh. Hey! Fits like a glove. And it's not showing on this side. Well, of course it wouldn't. It's only one tiered, so of course it wouldn't. This might take a little bit of finagling, especially because there's that floor underneath. Oh, yeah, that's cool. And there's a piece here underneath that. What I'll do is push that back like so, disable it, and then pull it back. There you go. I feel like these columns should have been one-sided, but you know what? I can live with the white. Oh, hello. Damn! Yeah, of course, those walls under there were 2 stories. Interesting. Okay. So we're going to have to use the small walls to cover up the damage we've just done. Whoops. That's fine though. They fit without hindrance. There you go. Of course, this wall can go because we'll put the doorway in. Like a glove. Of course, this wall is all messed up, so we'll put in a nice clean wall here. Now, as you can see, we get graphical tearing on this side, so we can't make this thing into a nice open plan. That just won't work. And I can see into that office, so let me just quick save here. So if I, for example, remove this wall, no, obviously derenders those to save on space or whatever. But of course you can see it through that. Okay, that's fair enough. This is where the quick save will crash my game. You watch. Oh, it worked. Okay. Oh, can stop holding my breath now. Sorry, really urgent message here. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah. I think these are probably going to take out the walls downstairs. I bet you any money. Snappy builds. Interior build kits. Wood pea. Clean. Small. Looking for the red wallpaper. That's what I'm looking for. I think as well, by putting this particular wall piece in, we're creating a distinction between the upstairs and downstairs. So I'm quite happy with this. So we can take this wall out and replace it with that. Then that. Then that. Yeah, excellent. Okay, so we've got one more wall to put in, which is the wall with the alcove on it, which is that one. You going to play ball with me today, Fallout? Oh. Hello. Aha! It played ball with me. Love it. Oh, don't you just love it when that happens? There is one final piece in here to do as well before we have the walls in here renovated. Uh-oh. If I've bitten off more I can chew with this particular piece. Oh, it's snapping the wrong way. No. It's snapping backwards, so the interior piece is on the wrong side. Oh god, that looks so trippy when that happens, when you get that jitter. Oh. Oh, that's a little bit inconvenient there. Yeah, that's cool. Great. Now up here we need the flooring to be replaced. Question is, I don't think we have floors which are carpets. I think we only have wood flooring. Yeah, floor and ceiling. We do have the dividers though, which we are going to use. Yeah, so we do have a carpet and flooring mod here. Now, do we have the pristine green carpet, or are we going to have to change the colour of this? We have to change the colour. That is fine though, because I think this could do with a change of colour anyway. I think these hotel floors would look really nice. Plus, we don't have to destroy what's already there. Nice one. These stairs, I believe we have the pristine version of. Oh, hello. We have an issue here. We have a bit of a bullet hole, right? Snappy builds. Interior kit. Oh, there you go. And now we can put in the ceilings to cover up this horrible gritty thing underneath. Oh, for goodness sake. Okay. We're going to have this issue where I can't select the piece underneath, aren't I? Alright, time to brute force it, I guess. Right, so we're going to go down to the point 1. Push it up by 1. Up by 2, up by 3. Okay, you know what, we're just going to do a half. There you go. Now you got no choice. That's it. Boom. Like a glove. Right, and now we have the trim that we need to get rid of and swap out. So that's obviously an outside trim. That's an inside trim. That's a corner. I was about to say, do we actually have corners? But we do. Okay, there must be another piece to snap. Okay, there isn't. It's just not wanting to snap the correct way. Right, I'm going to have to delete this corner, aren't I? The post here can also go, because screw that. We'll need to snap the corner, then this should be able to snap in the correct place. It's a little bit pernickety, but we'll get it. There we are. And then we need one more long piece there. So that will renew the tread on that. Now we have stairs and skylights. Okay, we have the full block, which is reassuring to know. Right. This is going to be a little bit sketchy to do, but will it work is my question. Oh, hello. I just had it. That's how we do it. The wooden railings can disappear now because we're going to put in some new ones. That's it. And of course we can get rid of that rusty post, or rather rotten post on the end. The rotten post down here can also go. That's it. And we'll put in the right hand railing. Great. And across the top here we should be able to put in the railings that were here before. Okay, so that's an inside corner, so that will be an inside corner. That's not a meat wall, I don't think. That will need to be a corner, I believe. And then one more. Just there. Just going to tuck that a bit closer, like so. Just so the difference isn't noticeable. Great, so this has now been renovated. We just need to do the columns, and this place will be on the map again. So under small walls, we should have the columns. I'm going to use the red ones for inside. Yeah, I'm going to use the red ones for inside this this room. That's it. And we're going to need to put the small ones in. So, will the small ones play ball with me? Yes, they will. I think it's because I've put the walls in first. And they do kind of match. This one probably won't because I put the wall section in manually. So it stands to reason the column will need to do the same. I'll do this one first because it's probably going to be a pain in the fucking arse. That's it. I can barely even tell there was one underneath that one there. Okay, that one's going to need a manual placement. Probably where I put the stairs in. That's it. And I can see that one behind it. There you go. So that's the columns there done. And that corner one. These white columns I'm going to leave in for a little bit of variety. That, and it'll be a pain in the backside to change them, I'll be honest. Since they're also part of the outside. Going to swap these columns out here. It's a shame I can't convert the office into an open plan here, because that would look amazing. Alas, it's not possible. Swap the columns here. Yeah, so I know I'm going to have issues with settlers here, which is fine. I kind of expected that. I mean, I've been playing with mods for nearly 500 hours on this save. So having issues with my mods was kind of to be expected. It's not like I didn't plan for this though. But yeah, if you guys still have suggestions for, you know, the captain or the officer who's going to be in charge of the military police, please let me know. Remember, this is going to be a high-ranking soldier, so there's not going to be very many officers in existence for the Minutemen, but this is going to be one of them. So if you have suggestions, let me know. Okay, so this office needs renovating. We're going to switch away from the green. We're going to go with this blue in here, because that appears to be the colour of the wall in here. We have a couple of these plugs, which I might actually use, to be honest. Yeah, so I'm going to use these. Now, they are interior pieces, so... Oh, that was a medium wall. I don't want a medium wall. I want a small wall. There you go. So yeah, you can't see it from that side because the side has been made completely transparent. I assume they've done that to save rendering. If you don't have to render it, it's not being used in memory, so I completely get why. Okay, this is going to be the kicker here. Oh, interesting. That's really interesting. I didn't realise they used a texture like that. That's quite interesting. I didn't know that. Did not know that at all. But it's going to go. So, bye-bye. Now, I think here would be a good place for a plug. Which I think we need to use the window plug. Like that. However, instead of using a window, I'm going to plug a bookshelf in it. Like that. Now I think that looks quite nice. This is obviously going to be a texture too, which will surprise me. Yeah, of course it is. It's always interesting how they do these things, it really is. But we are going to have windows on this side of the building. This side of the office, rather. No, I'm going to stick with where the walls were originally. We want to stay as true to the architecture as possible. Even if that means the windows will be ever so slightly off-center. Because what we're just going to do is put Venetian blinds over these to cover the gap anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. Let's put in our pillar. Oh, that is... I was about to say that one looks broken, but it's not. I would have loved to have had this open plan all the way through, but with those graphical tearing issues as big as they are, that's not going to work. Not by a long shot. Ugh, excuse me. Getting tired. I actually went into the office today, which is quite a long way from me. I normally work from home because I'm, as people know, I work in financial services, so I have to go to the office occasionally to get things done. But it is quite tiring. Not to mention expensive. Rail travel is not the cheapest thing in the world. Can I fit one to here? No. You know what? I'm going to fit one here, though. Why? Because that will frame this quite nicely. Especially with the column on this side. We're going to repair this wall, of course. I mean, I would be tempted to put a window in it, but there's no point putting a window in it. If it just has graphical tearing on the other side, then there's no point sticking a window through it. Okay. Again, we're just going to have to brute force these. Because, you know, why wouldn't I brute force these? Pull that closer into place, push it back by half to then clear that column. Ooh, whoops. And I'll need to do the same on this column back here. That's it. Now push that back ever so slightly to expose it, and we'll disable that too. Great. Now we can put the walls in. Look at those wall studs behind there. Well, no more broken walls now. No more visible graphics tearing either. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's awful. I couldn't make an open plan office out of that. As much as I would love to. Great. Now we just have to do the doorway here. Which, of course, we do have a doorway tile. Which is this. Oh yes, of course, the ceiling and the floors. There's me getting ahead of myself there. The floors I'm going to recarpet, actually. Of course, the ceiling needs to be this nice, fresh plaster. That's it. This should be quite straightforward to do the replastering. It's just literally 6 tiles. I say that while it doesn't snap to what I want it to. Oh god, my life. Still, look on the bright side. Once this place is done, we can actually increase the editing budget, and the Minutemen can actually make some decent videos. I say make decent videos. I'm learning how to edit videos properly, so you're going to get some much better quality videos with comparisons and all that once I've learnt my stuff. So the last time I picked up Sony Vegas, I think I pirated it when I was like 13 years old, so yeah. I still need to relearn quite a lot of things. I think when I picked it up it was Sony Vegas 8, and my god was it basic. Basic, but amazing, because for those of you who don't know, I used to edit and create RuneScape videos of all things. Yes, RuneScape videos. Apparently I was good at them, but even back then I think the video making community for RuneScape, I believe, was quite toxic. It was very... I seem to recall it was very elitist. Like, if you weren't in that top circle, then fuck you. was basically the attitude I seem to remember. And getting in that top circle was impossible unless you knew some really good people. So I remember that was a really rough time on my YouTube. But then again, I was like 13, 14 years old, so the more you know, right? Let's destroy that wall there. Place in that one. There we go. So we're patching up that horrible hole in the wall there. Oh no, it's snapping to the column. No, please, don't do this to me. Come on, you can do it. There you go. I knew you could do it. This wall can go. Needs to be replaced with that. Oh, hello. I had you. I literally just had you. That's it. And then finally the door frame here, which we do obviously have. This one. Fits like a glove. That's what I'm looking for. wonder if, technically speaking, I could get away with putting a window up here that looks into the hallway. Wouldn't that be a thought? I mean, I probably could, actually, but the amount of work that would take to line it up is probably not worth the returns. Not to mention, I'd probably not even be able to see anything through the graphical tearing. And for all that work, that's not really a risk worth taking, in my opinion. Missed. Nice. I tried to grab smoke the other day. Missed. Only quality fucking jokes on my videos. Quality fucking jokes. Just saying. Right. We can delete that god-awful texture. Actually, we can get rid of that because we're going to use window plugs for the two of these. Those are too big. That's the window plugs I'm looking for. Oh, just had you. Come on. I literally just had you. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, that's a door. That's a window. Window plugs. And the sun is shining. Fantastic. Right, so the walls are completed. We just have to do the columns, which hopefully shouldn't be too difficult. Why did I just put that shitty red pillar in? Okay, just making sure I didn't mess up those ones there with the wrong type of pillar. There you go. That's the pillar I want. And that's the pillar I want there. That's everything. Great. Now it's time to carpet the upstairs here. Which we do have the carpets here. Carpet and tile floor. Now we do have a nice clean version of these carpets, which would be in red or blue. Well, I think blue goes very well. So we're going to recarpet the upstairs in blue. And we're probably going to recarpet the downstairs in blue as well, I'll be honest with you. Much better. I do wonder if settlers ever will find this place. Otherwise, I'm going to have to get the propaganda videos myself. And I'm going to have to like brute force them with console commands. Which wouldn't be the end of the world. You know, I can do them. Great, now all that's left to do is to recarpet down here. So let's pick a good point that I can start with. Oh, now that's awkward, isn't it? That's awkward. It's not quite big enough to complete with 2 wide, but I reckon it's too wide to complete with 3. This is going to be awkward, but oh so worth it. Now if I put these down here, will this cover the graphical glitches here? Oh, almost. That can quite easily be covered up. I'm happy with that. Now I don't want this sticking through the floor. Sticking through the wall here. That's fine, that doesn't show up. I have a feeling this is on a lower elevation. Yeah, it's on a lower elevation, so it won't get in the way. That's actually such a relief. So I think I can just finish this off like normal. Oh, the hell happened to that? Why is that not lining up? Come on, don't be awkward. That's fine. Right, this floor is too high, that's why. That's it. There we go. All recarpeted, all done. This is basically ready for habitation now, this office. Everything is looking beautifully fresh. Oh, God. It's almost like the war never happened. Almost like the war never happened. Right. So let's get some lights in here. Now we do have those fancy wall lights. I will place them in the same place the other ones were for continuity's sake. And we're going to place them down here too. Get rid of that. Replace it with the proper bulb. We'll put another one on the way up the steps. And we'll place them above the display cases here. That looks good. We'll place another one on this end, like so. And we'll place one behind the counter like that. Excellent. Now, up in the office, we need a different kind of lighting. These track lights I don't think are appropriate for an office. What about these fluorescent ones? I think I'm probably better off putting in the dividers first. Now I think we can have a team of 6 up here. 1 boss and 5 of his teammates. So under... Oh. Stall there. Interior kit here. Wood P. Clean. Dividers. Yes, the dividers are fine. So what we're going to do is scrap the dividers out of here. We have a rough track where they should have been. But we don't care. We're getting rid of them because we're going to restructure the office. That's the long story short. Okay, so if you're coming in to see the big boss man... Do we have a post? Right. So we have a post. If you come in to see Big Boss Man, you have that divided there. If you come in to see any of the other 2 officers, you're going to have a division similar to this. Oh no, that is the broken one. Don't want a broken one. We want lovely, pristine stuff here. Nothing but the best for this office. And that is snapping to everything but the post that I want it to. Of course it will. I mean, we certainly do more to find kidnapped people than Mayor McDonough's guys, right? Throwback to the main story. Do we have a solid divider that isn't glass? No, we don't. Okay. That's fine. Yes, the main officer here has his extra stuff. Whoa. Wow. Even where the divider was stood, it causes graphical tearing. That's incredible. But not something I need to concern myself with. That graphical tearing is pretty minor. And it's going to be much the same configuration for this place too. So we'll scrap the door. We need to tear out the dividers here, because we don't need them. I think I know why it tears, because these dividers are opaque. So it thinks you shouldn't be able to see from the other side. Okay, that's weird. This office has very minor tearing, but the other office has major tearing. Wow, okay. Right, so this is basically one panel. Like that. Oh no, we do actually have a opaque panel. That really doesn't look like it fits though. Okay, we're gonna replace these with the one-way dividers. That's it. So the officer in here has a little bit of privacy. That also reduces a little bit of the graphical tearing that you get from this corner, so that's also a minor bonus. Now I need a room, then a pillar, then another room, and then a blank divider to cover that. Fantastic. So those are the Minuteman offices. We need to make sure there's a light source in each of them. So we'll put in one of these fluorescent lights. And I think a fluorescent light for each officer is probably quite a good bet. I'm going to tuck it quite flush with the ceiling because we're not working with too much space in here. Which is to be expected, honestly. And I think a ceiling fan for the hallway is not a bad shout. So we'll put ceiling fans in here. Feels a bit more crowded in here than it does here. But this is where the main officer stands, so he gets the slightly bigger office, right? You can't have it everywhere. Maybe one day, if you work hard, you'll become this officer and you'll get a nice big office to yourself. But until that day, no. No. No big office for you. That's it. Excellent. And he's got all of his trophies of the wasteland to come and enjoy as well. And it's all lit up. Now, if you're here to see one of the Minutemen, maybe to report a crime, maybe you need to give them something that's useful to the investigation, then it's likely you'll have a bench out in the waiting room here. Yeah, so that is facing the correct way. Oh, hello. I've got the darken face glitch where you load a quick save and it doesn't load the textures. Looks like I've got a serious arse sunburn. Damn. Oh, there we go. And we'll pop this down right here. There you go. Decorations. Do we have the plants? Yes, we do. Potted plants. Would there be potted plants in an office waiting room? Of course there would be. They wouldn't just leave you here. And of course, whoa, that's trippy. We'll have our Minuteman flag hanging up because, well, it's literally going to be an office for the Minuteman military police. So, yeah, they're going to be patriotic. Of course they are. And of course, being the Minuteman, we're going to have a bit of fine art up in the officers' rooms. Those are way too big to comprehend sticking those on the wall. There we go. These guys probably have some small modern art just to keep their spirits up in here. Need a smaller one. Yeah, small one for that. Slightly larger one for this gentleman or lady, whoever. We haven't recruited the team yet, so. Put the different paintings up. Right, now this controls the terminal. Let me just quick save before I try deleting this, because... Okay, that's cool. Thought I was going to royally bugger that one up, but I didn't, so that's a good sign. Right, containers. And there should be a good wooden desk that we can use. I say wooden desk. I have a wooden desk here at home and it's starting to fall to bits, so I desperately need to replace it. Excuse me. So this officer, or rather the second in command of the military police, will be here. The officer in here will be facing the person that they're going to be dealing with. Just be right next to the, well, I'm going to say is a bulletproof window, because, you know, you don't want to get sniped by the riff-raff outside. Oops. Small executive chair, because of course. And your team will get these we'll get these desks. So it seems like a weird place for the military police to be based, but why not? I mean, this building literally has all the facilities the military police could ever need. It's got an office space, it's got a waiting room, it's got a reception, which could have guards if we ever get settlers in here. I know one of my subscribers mentioned that there was a way to trick the game into believing that this camp mod thing is a real settlement, which I can actually send Minutemen stuff to. I forget who that was, but if you're out there, then let me know how to do that if you happen to know, because I'll be very intrigued to see whether it's whether it would work in this instance. That's why I make backup saves for, in case I screw these things up. Right, floor coverings. Because why wouldn't you have a welcome mat? You don't want a rubber mat in your office, you want it to be as homely as possible. So what I'll do is line it up with the carpet and then push it along like so. There we go, so the officer can now vet his clients and take cases on in comfort on his nice rug. These guys can all have very similar chairs. You know, we're not barbarians, so they can have their leather chairs. To be fair, I probably don't need them because I will put down some furniture markers just in case we actually do get settlers populate this place. I'm looking for containers. There we are. So the captain will, or the captain and his second in command, they will keep us safe with all of the really important up-to-date documents. And of course, they'll be in that safe because they're ongoing investigations. They're not going to be archived. I'm sure there was a filing cabinet. These filing cabinets are all fucked up. I reckon they're going to be in Homemaker, these cabinets. Containers, office. Yeah, here they are. Luckily, we did manage to salvage a lot of steel. So there will be a lot of... there'll be a good lot of filing cabinets here. Yeah, so that'll be the captain's archive, if anything. I mean, if these desks weren't so messed up, and they actually had like a pre-war version, I would probably use these, but they look terrible. They really do. And for military police officers here, you'll have your own filing cabinet to keep everything in hunky-dory, tip-top shape. I'll make sure these go down in each office. Of course, the second in command will have their own archive for the cases they've dealt with. You know, the Minuteman has a file on all of you. Minutemen we're tracking that might be traitorous. Gunners that we're looking for. Settlers who are committing crimes. All of these guys are dealt with by the military police. So... there we go. There's your 5 cabinets. Got your office. Right. Now under settlement markers, we have miscellaneous, which I believe has the terminals we're looking for. Yeah, scrolling terminal. Luckily we do actually have the circuitry and all that for these. I mean, in theory I could just use the guard marker. And that would come with the chair as well. But yeah, we're going to use the scrolling terminals. You know, these guys need to have equal facilities here. I mean, these guys got a lot of work to do, so... They've got criminals to catch, people to kill. Actually, these electric bells come in handy. We're not going to use them because they need wiring, of course, but putting these down would provide, like, from reception, someone to buzz up to the officer in question. So if you come in here and go, I'm here to see Officer Ford, then they'd press their button and they'd be able to speak to Officer Ford for you. So having the electric bell next to your desk would be a great way to communicate with reception. A bit like an office intercom. I mean, that's quite pre-war like. Right? Ooh. I forgot this stuff was even in here, I'll be honest with you. Damn, there's actually water in here. Grass plots. Nice. Okay. Now let's give it a little bit of flavour before we call it a day. So we need to go to the office stuff. Folders. There's going to be folders. Of course there's going to be folders. The military police are dealing with cases every day. They're busy people. It's a good thing we looted this place for all the office goodies, isn't it? Telephone. There'll be a telephone in the other officer's room. Scissors. We don't really have any pens or pencils, which is a shame. A busted ass typewriter. And of course, subway tokens, because they are a pinnacle of our settlements. I know it seems daft, but there is a reason why subway tokens are a thing. Naturally, pre-war money also makes an appearance. It is the ultimate goal of the Minutemen to reinstate the real-world value of pre-war money. eventually. Just today is not that day. Box of supplies. Yeah, the Minutemen would have some of these. Whether that's office supplies, pens and pencils, you know, that kind of stuff. They'd have a good selection of these. And especially the archive. Textbooks. Textbook would probably make an appearance. Keeping logs of everything that's going on. Smokes. We did loot a few packs of cigarettes. We have 3 smokers on the police team. We didn't get any ashtrays, did we? No, we didn't. See, we're limited by what we looted during the cleanup of this place. So I'm going to be quite gutted because this building was home to quite a few really good pieces of loot, like the Carlisle typewriters. There were a few in this building which we're going to lose as a result of rebuilding this settlement. I say rebuilding. We're not really rebuilding it. Let's be honest. Okay, and of course, if they're going to have appointments, then they would need a chair for whoever they're going to be talking to. So you're up here to report a crime? Great. You've got a chair to sit on. And this officer is nice enough to have two chairs. Lovely. This guy prefers to keep you at arm's length, quite literally. This officer likes to have you sat on this side, as does this person. I'll have to put some more personal effects down off camera because I'm going to have to drag them in from another settlement, and with fast travel not working properly or breaking my game, that's probably not a very good idea. Just saying. Right, so that is the main offices. Just thinking of the doors here because I can't really have the swinging doors. Because if I do that... Actually, for these two I can. That opens... Yeah, that opens outwards. I don't want that. Oh. That's it. Ooh, that's that looks pretty awful. Okay, file cabinet. Let's push that back so it doesn't clip with the door. Or better yet, why don't I just move the cabinets? Like that. And like that. That's better. So it opens right into the cabinets but doesn't get in the way. That's what we like. Yeah, that's fine. That doesn't get in the way. Don't we have any other kind of sliding doors? Sliding doors that actually fit? Because I don't think we do, honestly. Strange one. Unless I installed those really silly sliding doors. Or I installed these ones opening outwards. I mean, that's probably my only option, really. So, yeah, we'll just have to lump it like that. Interior. We need to put in the Venetian blinds to not look out into the void. Man, if the gunners respawn in here, I reckon I'm going to get some serious fucking errors. I'll be honest with you. Either that, or as soon as the gunners respawn, this place is going to be, like, null and void. That's kind of what I'm afraid of. I'm worried that if the gunners respawn, I'm screwed. That fits like a glove, damn. Didn't even have to mess with that one. Excellent. Those windows fit perfectly. Lovely. Okay, so these offices are furnished. That's good. Got the police offices. Right, let's make a new save here. Because if this cocks up, then that'll be fun. Just noticed that was in the wrong place. My apologies. But yeah, this is where I'm going to leave this episode. I think we've made some good progress on these. There's still a lot of work to do in this Gunners Plaza, but it's going to look amazing when it's done. I'm tempted just to not leave this building like at all until it's done, which will be hilarious. So. But until the next one, guys, that is where I'm going to leave you. We're making progress. The Gunners Plaza's getting better. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you want to see this place restored to its absolute former glory. It's going to be absolutely incredible when it's done, just like the entire Commonwealth. If my game survives that long, of course. But that's enough. That's enough pessimism for now. See you guys in the next one. Stay safe. We out. Peace. Like, comment, subscribe.